Good morning. Oh, wakey, wakey. I woke up in a good mood today. I don't know why. The other day I felt a little down. Today I feel, I don't know, great. I got a little chicory board going on here. Chicory, whatever. A board. You know what these are. So, I don't even think I'm going to eat all this. I did bring a pineapple juice because you got to make sure, you keep your juices flowing. It's a proven fact. There's certain things that you can eat, like pineapples. I think cranberries was another one. I spoke about it a while back. I have it written down, though. That will make your pH balance sweet. That means if you want your nut to taste or your juices to taste right, suck up the pineapple. But also what you're taking. You're taking shit, you're going to taste like shit. Anyway. Morning grape. Open up. I'm gonna feed you grapes. Open up, daddy. This is a little sour. I love cheese. Anybody knows me? I love fucking cheese. I'm a cheesehead. Like, I love cheese. And one of my homegirls would be like, when you have salad, you don't have to have cheese and everything. Bitch, I don't care. Listen, you can put lettuce. You don't have to put anything else. Because I don't care for tomatoes. There's a lot of things I really can't have. Well, they say I can, but I've had problems in the past. Give me cheese. So I'm outside. It's hot. I'm at the sister garden. I want to go swimming, right? But this is where the catch-22 comes in. I got to take the pool cover off. And then I got to put the shit back on. But that's my least problem. Because I thought about a lazy way, like just pull it all the way and then clamp it. But I gotta drill the ladder on the fucking deck, which is not that bad. So it's 4 screws. There's 2 of them already. I figured out, I think where I'm gonna put it more or less. I just hate, like, when you're in a certain place, like, where other houses can see. For the most part, it's desolate. Well, to a certain degree. But the neighbors, I feel like, you want to watch me, bitch? You got to pay for that shit. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Some people might say that's a little too much, but no, I'm serious. Just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like anybody could be behind their window whacking off. Like, oh, look at them titties. Look at that. So it's like, fuck you, bitch. So I was telling my sister I want to cover it. She was like, Doreen, you're paranoid. But I told my other sister, she was like, they could see that. I'm like, yes, bitch, for free. But whatever. Maybe because I overthink shit. I'm an overthinker. And my fucking brain just stinks about. Like, it's a lot, but this is a 3-minute long video. So yeah, it's supposed to be really hot. Damn. I don't think this is the best top that I wore today. My grandmother would be like, Doreen, you look fat. I had this outfit I wore one day to garden. She's like, you look so fat. But I think it's because you can't really, this doesn't compliment me right now, but whatever. So that's my dilemma. I'm gonna eat some edibles. Do some garden work. Maybe give you guys a tour. I'll give you like a brief tour. You want another grape? I have a lot going on here. I have grapes, which I know I'm not gonna eat them all now. I didn't eat breakfast, but I don't want to like eat edibles on an empty stomach because then I feel like I'll have the fucking munchies really, really bad later. And I don't know. The other day I ate like fucking 6 of them. Right now I'm eating 3. I know I'm gonna eat like fucking 9. It is what it is. Don't judge me. I have an 86-year-old grandmother. Some days she's great. Some days she fucking suns down early in the daytime. That fucking drives me nuts. So right now, and I can function. Because there's people be like, oh, those are drugs. Oh, listen. Do the math. Look up history. Back in the days, they used to use cannabis, right? Check this out. We're going to do a little history lesson real quick. They banned me one time for some shit that I said, but it is what it is. Henry Ford. I think it's a Z model. Or X model car. T. Some shit like that. One of his cars. Yeah, and I know a lot of shit, but sometimes like my brain be all over the place. Brain fart. The glass was made from hemp. And they used hemp oil. Hello. Hello. You know, at the time, there was this movie called, what the fuck is it called right now? And I should know this because I'm a stoner. I can't think of the fucking name. You want to know the name? Put it in the comments. Ask me, and I'll put. But it's gonna fuck with me. And basically, it's an old movie. It was around the time when LSD came out. You know, at that time, people were using cannabis as well. This was back in the days, and it was a reporter, if I'm not mistaken, who made the movie, right? But it was basically how marijuana will cause you to do harm or heinous acts, like killing and this and that. I watched it maybe 15 minutes with my homegirl. Well, I wouldn't even say my homegirl. She's like my sister. She's my sister from another Mr. Sloot. Maria, a.k.a. Slooty. And the credits were so fucking long, and it was just talking crap about, like, pot. And I was like, I can't watch this shit, bitch. But, you know, what I'm getting at, some people might say, like, you know, I can function. I can eat edibles all day and function. Yes, there was one time we had a Halloween party, and I ate a lot. I remember the house I lived in at that time. My cousin lived next door, and there was a porch. My sister was sitting down. She was smoking a cigarette, and I went outside, and I'm like, Chelsea, I feel sick. And I look at her. And everybody knows, like, I could tolerate shit. I look at her. I turn my head. I lean over the deck. I start puking my brains out in the middle of it. I mean, I look at everybody. I'm like, I'm going to bed. They're like, oh, shit, Doreen, he's going to bed. It's all right. But I ate so many fucking edibles. But, you know, what's the worst thing you do? You go to fucking bed. You shit your brains out because you eat mad fucking shit. I get a contest. Like, I get the munchies like a motherfucker, you know. That's why I try to, like, right now I'm, like, trying to be healthy. Trying not to eat a lot of things. Like, I do like chocolate. I don't really fuck with it too much. I like potato chips. I have certain ones. But, like, when I come to the sister house, they have snacks. I like snacks. When I first started coming, it was bad. I would get the munchies, and then I would go and be like, oh, I gotta get a snack. Then I'm like, fuck this, bitch. My pants feel tighter. I gotta lay off the snack. So, for the most part, like, I've been trying to, it's mind over matter, you know. I would fuck up a bag in one day. Now it's like the bag has been there for a couple of days. I'll take a little, you know, like, try not to too much or whatever. But what I'm getting at is I can smoke bud. I can eat edibles, and better edibles. And I can function, you know. I feel like, you know, I don't like when people talk down about, oh, marijuana. Nah, please, bye. It's you know, back in the day, the hype was so horrible. But guess what? They used it. They put it in fucking medicine. They would make like a tincture. So, I don't care what anybody says. Why they gotta ruin my video? See? 911 or whatever the fuck it is. That's proof. Confirmation that what I'm saying is right, bitch. My fucking messy bun. Anyway, so yeah, so I don't think I'm gonna eat all this. Oh, I was gonna show you real quick my garden. It's a long ass video. I think I'm gonna put on. I thought about going live, which I might do it on one of my apps. It's been some time, but I thought about showing you guys my little garden. I have so much shit that I have to plant. Like, I've been doing, and then those fucking seed ticks. Or somebody was like, girl, but I don't know. I question it because, to be honest, I think I might have one right in there because, you know, I looked it up, not right away after I did look it up. Then my sister sent me some shit yesterday, and I noticed that sometimes I feel like a little scab here. Now, I do a lot of shit with for the most part, I do keep gloves on. I try to, because not so long ago, I had an encounter with a fucking cactus. A pear-shaped cactus. And what do I mean? I had like 3 hoodies on. Well, I had a long sleeve shirt, I had a hoodie, I had a pullover, and then I had a hoodie. And I had a pair of sweatpants, if I'm not mistaken, or pair of pants. And I go and I'm over it. Now I have gloves, and I'm cleaning around the pear-shaped cactus. Now the pear-shaped cactus has these, the thorns are really, really small. Really big. But those son of a bitches is like a fucking piece of hair. Like a piece of hair like this, puncturing your skin, okay? So I'm outside. I notice my arm starts, ooh, the bird almost flew into me. They're like, Doreen, feed me. Stop talking shit. And so I go and I clean it out, and I'm like, damn, my arm starts to itch. Like, scratch, take off one of the hoodies. I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. My stomach starts to itch. Now, mind you, I was squatting over it, so it didn't come to me right away. So then I take off the sweater, so now I just have my long sleeve shirt, because I had 3 layers on. My arm's itching. My stomach is itching. So I'm like, damn. So then I'm like, I didn't touch poison ivy, because I for the most part, if you brush on poison ivy, but I had 3 layers of clothes, so there was no way I brushed on anything. And then I had specific spots right here. And my mother calls me. She wanted me to do her a favor. And I'm like, I can't talk right now. She's like, what happened? I'm like, nothing. So, moral of the story, she calls me back. And she's like, Doreen, what happened? And I'm like, I don't know. I think I touched poison ivy. Then she goes into, like, I don't tell a lot of motherfucking shit. And she's one of them. You tell her one thing, is like, and I call her Debbie Downer. Or I'll tell her, I don't want to hear a Debbie Downer, or, bye, Felicia. Or stop being a Karen. I always talk shit to her. I should go on this whole thing like, I don't know why you're outside fucking with things, Doreen. You know, you need to be more careful. Listen, I know what it looks like. I didn't brush on it. Then, now mind you, I tell her it could be poison ivy, right? And she's like, so are you itching? And I'm like, I'm trying not to think about it. She's like, so are you itching? And I'm like, I didn't say anything. So by the 3rd time, I'm like, didn't I just tell you that I'm ignoring it? So I'm not thinking about it. And here I can't fuck with you right now. I can't talk to you. Hang up. She's like, all right, Doreen, bye. So I realized that it wasn't. It was the pear-shaped cactus. And if you get poked enough with a pear-shaped cactus, you know, that will cause you, like, it's a form of poison. I thought crazy. I might get judged for this, but I don't give a fuck. We're all nuts. I don't care. I'll be the first to say I'm fucking nuts. Or should I say, no, it's not that I'm nuts. I'm very with the shits. But, you know, there's just some people out there that sometimes we think about shit, you know? If I was a torture, first I thought if I was in a torture motherfucker, I'd have him hold a watermelon. Right? An apple in the mouth. Hold it, right? This was a high conversation with my sisters. So then I told them I bumped it up. I'll be like, get butt naked and roll around in the pear-shaped cactus. Because that motherfucker, listen, they're so small, the little hairs, that when I've touched it before bare, like, you would feel a thorn. And then you try to pull it out. But then you think you take it out and you have like fucking 10 more. So the way that I found best was after I'm done, like, to go in the jacuzzi, soak a little, whatever. But where I'm getting at, I think, for the most part, since I've been using gloves, I think this might be it. Because yesterday, it was like, it felt like a little scab and I scratched it. And then it became like a little fucking bubble. I don't know. But I know I got to be mindful with them. I know I put like a lot of herbs and shit around the ground. Well, I am putting herbs and shit around the ground because, like, you hear all these things about them throwing boxes from the fucking sky with ticks and a lot of shit. Like, I'm going to say what I want to say. But a lot of the shit that happens out here, a lot of stuff is man-made in not a factory, a fucking, maybe they fucking mass produce it, but in a lab, you know? Because now, like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of species, whether it be in the sky, or should I say outer space, or even in the water that we don't know, you know? But some shit, just, like, crazy shit, just, I don't know, just fucking weird. But what I'm getting at is I've been, like, wanting to put all different types of herbs. Like, I have three types of thyme. I have lemon, German, and English. The lemon actually smells like lemon. I do have peppermint and mint. I have, like, hold on, I'll show you right now, because this is my little... Oh,